Hello everyone, in the video today we are going to learn how to find interquartile range of ungrouped data. So there are several steps that you have to follow. First of all, you have to arrange the data in ascending order. So I'm going to write down the steps here. Ascending order, that means from least to the greatest. And second is you find the median, or at least the middle point of the data. And third is actually you find the middle of the middle. So once you find median, you will have data divided into two halves. So what you do is actually basically you find median again for those two halves. Let's work on an example here for your better understanding. For example, I have a data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now the data is actually already arranged in order as I just randomly wrote the numbers. So what do you do is you find the middle point first. So there are 6 datas and divided by 2 here. I have 1 half here and 1 half here. So what do you do is you just find the middle data of these halves, which is the third step, which in the first half is 2 and the third half is 5. So the middle of the first half is called Q1 or the first quartile, and then the middle of the second half is called Q3, the third quartile. And interquartile range basically is the third quartile minus the first quartile, which is Q3 minus Q1. So in this case, the interquartile range, which I'm going to write as IQR, is 5 minus 2, which is 3. And interquartile range does have a unit. Let's say if the data is about cm, then you should write cm with it. If the data is about scores, marks, then you should write marks with it. Now let's work on another example where the case might be a little different. So you will see, for example, let's say I increase the data to 7 numbers now. So I have 7 datums in this data set, and this time again follow the same steps. Actually it's already again arranged in order. So you find the middle point, the median, which is this one. Once if you have median exactly the same data, the number, unlike the above case where the median is between 2 points, then you consider it as invisible. So you do not count it in when calculating the middle point again. So in this case, when I am working on the finding the two halves, I am not going to consider this data. And again you find the middle of the two. So in this one, the Q1 is 2, the middle of the first half, and then the Q3 is 6. And finally the interquartile range in this case will be 6 minus 2, which is 4. The third example that I would like to work on is, again I'm just going to increase data by one more datum, and you will see the reason why. So let's say this time it's up till 8, and just like before, following the same step, I find the median, which there are 8 data, so median will be in between 4th and 5th, and again I find the middle of the two sides. So in this case you will see that there is not one datum in the middle, or instead there are 2 datas. So actually it's simple, just like how you find median here. How I would find median is 4 plus 5 and then divided by 2. Here also the same way, your Q1 will be in between here, and then your Q3 will be here. So in this case you will have to do one further step and calculate the Q1, which is 2.5, and then Q3, which is 6.5, and then find the interquartile range, which will be 6.5 minus 2.5, and the answer is 4.